Okie dokie. So far, the China bike has been doing awesome. I've only driven it for 2 days. The one thing I was going to get on it was a nibby carb, but my buddy James, who works on a lot of Chinese bikes and stuff, said that just get a jet kit, and then we'll take the tamper screws out, and I'll show you how to do all that too. And then you can just adjust accordingly. It's going to be kind of hard to adjust that handle screw, it looks like, unless I could clock it a little bit. But I'm going to pull it out. I'll show you what it's doing right now. So they come from China super lean. This one and that one, both lean, especially lower end. But if I were to rev it, just blip it, it just dies. It's got no go to it. Now, if you're just driving around like this, oh, well, it's not, I'm going to keep doing it. It's still cold too, but it does it while it's warm too. I was going to warm it up, but obviously my hands are going to be right here. So we're just going to jet the carb. That's the goal here. I got some jets coming in, and it's pretty easy. All we're going to do is take off this 10 mil for the seat back there. My 2 8 mil brackets for my my ferrules. And then right under here is the gas tank bolt for the actual bolt. I'm going to slide all this off. We'll put the fuel on off. And then once I get the carburetor out, I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, got those few screws off. Super easy to take apart. Now I'm just going to loosen my throttle here, which is just this little cap. And you can kind of see it hitting the frame, so I'm going to probably have to use 2 hands. I loosened the clamps. I may have to finagle this back some real quick. Of course, I'm recording with my phone today since, of course, the GoPro batteries are just trash. But we'll get this sucker loose. It's going to pop up with a spring and the shell. There we go. Just kind of give her some love in here. There's our needle. Don't want to damage it. Just going to lay it nice and gentle over here on the cold exhaust. And then we just have our choke right here, which is a 14 millimeter if I'm not mistaken. So if I can get that finger choke loose real quick. I'm going to attempt to with one hand. Just gotta break her loose. Okay. Once you get her a couple threads, you should be able to do it by hand. I say that as I'm struggling just to get the actual couple threads. All right. So let's see if I can get that sucker. Try clocking it. I have enough slack here. I should be able to just clock it and then do it. Maybe. Okay, much better. Ah, yes. Okay, so she's loose. I got all the few tools that I need over here. I should be able to just spin her. Well, one finger I can kind of get it. There she goes. And there is a lock or a washer here. Okay, that'll come on up. I dropped the washer right there, the crush washer. Oh, we'll put that over here with the rest of the stuff so I don't lose it. All right, so everything is off the carb. I pinched the fuel off where the filter is, and now it's just massaging her out. So we're gonna move this rubber boot down. Let me get 2 hands on this real quick. See if I can prop you all over here. I believe. Maybe. Yeah, that'll have to do. So now we're just trying to get her off the intake manifold here. I dropped one of the clamps. Just kind of lay that on the kickstand. Give her some love. There she goes. And then dropped another clamp, dropped another clamp. from what I've seen, the easiest way to get this out is upside down. So we'll try to get it upside down real quick and see if that is any easier. My fuel hose is in my way. Let's do this. Let's get that boot off. Put it back in there. Fully flipper. Come on up with it. There goes all the fuel on my hand. Alright, so upside down. There she goes. Right on out. We'll let this sucker drain. And it's a decent looking carb. Except for it's got these little rivets here for tamper proof. They're hammered down. And that's where our jets are. It also has a like freeze plug where the air fill mixture screw goes. So we're going to have to take a little drill a hole in that, and then take a wood screw and pop it out. But I'm just going to use a die grinder and basically just cut myself 2 flatheads and break the sucker loose real quick. And then once I get it apart, I'll show you where we're headed to after that. Okay, so I took a little grinder, made some flatheads to pop these screws out. The 2 right here for the bottom of the bowl. But before I open it up, I also drilled a tiny hole in the air mixture screw cap and put a wood screw in it. And I'm gonna try and just pop it out with some pliers. Now that I threaded it on there, it might not, it might, yeah, I just popped right on out. That's okay, because we're gonna try something else. I have a pick. I got the Harbor Freight Special here. We'll stick a pick in there, and it's gonna bend the pick. Wow. So, yeah, let me get a smaller screw. Let's try a short and stubby. See if I can't get it threaded in that hole I made. I probably should have used a bigger drill for that wood screw. But luckily, this is just a trash piece of metal that's blocking what really matters. If I can just get her threaded in there, we might be, oh, here, come on. We might be on to something here. Okay. All right, so now it's threaded on there pretty good, I hope. I think I feel it hitting the bottom of where the adjuster screw is. So now I'll just take some pliers. I'm gonna just kind of jimmy it back and forth. Attempt to. Of course, I have a big old circle head screwdriver on it, or screw on it now. Oh, there she goes. And just like that, there's our little like freeze block anti-tamper. And on the inside, there's our adjuster screw, and it looks like I screwed a little bit in the middle of it, but that's fine, it's a flathead. So, I'm still waiting on Amazon to bring me my jets. That's another problem. It says it's on its way. But I would like to see where the air mixture screw was. So what we're gonna do is inside here, that little screw right here my index finger is, I'm gonna turn it clockwise and keep count of every half turn. So I know where it's at before I start adjusting. That way I can kind of get it back to where it was and then adjust accordingly. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go right up in here. I'm gonna go, wow, quarter of a turn. It was a quarter of a turn out. That is like no airflow whatsoever. So yeah, that might have been an issue too. No airflow. Huh. I literally had to, in that video, just swap to my main camera so I can look at the same time. But we got the bowls off, so we know it's a quarter turn out. So it's probably going to need a lot more of a quarter turn out once we get it done. But here's our bowl. Make sure the O-ring looks good. It looks pretty good. We're just going to lay that here. And then right here is your main jet and then your idle jet. The idle jet is a 40. I don't know if you could see that. You can kind of see the engraving on the side of it right here. It's a 40. I know nibbies, for my elevation, they say a 40 is good for idle. But the main jet is a 118. 118. We're going to bump that up to like a 125. See if that helps us get a little more flow. I might even see if they have like a 42 or something, and we'll jet it up too, because I'm gonna open her up for sure. But we got to wait for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this in here. It's all good. We got our screw set out. Here's our idle screw. I didn't touch the idle screw. I kept it where it's at. We just need the jets to get here, which they should be close. According to Amazon, they're close, but you know, that could be yay or nay. And then we'll go from there and slap her back in the thing and see if we can get rid of that terrible bogging issue. But I know on the forums and everywhere, a lot of people are jetting them to like 120 or 125, and the throttle response is so much nicer. So it being a 118 isn't really crazy to me. I think it's a 118. Oh, it's a 110. It's a 110 main jet. Yeah, that's probably my issue. Yeah, we're going to bump that sucker up. So let's wait for those to get here, and then we'll put it in, slap it all back together, and tune her up. Okay, so Amazon's not here yet, but it's about to start storming. So I'm going to get it somewhat prepped in here. I went ahead and left the bowl off, and I made it to where I could put the two jets in right here. So I'm going to put the other 40 in here, and then a 120 in here, and then turn the idle mixture screw instead of a quarter, probably like a turn and a half. And then I'll flip it back. I'll put the bowl on, flip it, and put everything back in backwards like I did. Get it all hooked up. I'll warm the bike up, and then we'll see the after effects. That way, as soon as it starts pouring rain over here, I can just go inside. It's supposed to get like softball-sized hail and stuff. So we'll get it all cleaned up and then button her up and see what we can do. We're just waiting on the 120 jet and the 40. I stepped on a mower blade. Here's the 40. And James said sometimes these won't be true 140s, 40. He said they may not be a true. So I'm going to try to compare these two holes with an actual 40 from a name brand. And then the jet, I put the jet somewhere. I don't remember where I put it. It's a 118. I put it up here. I might have knocked it down. It's probably in here. I think it's a 116 too. I don't think it's an actual 118. It looks like a 6. I just don't know where I put it. It's probably somewhere. Whatever it is, it's trash. But we'll get the bowl back on, get it on, get the bike warmed up because you want to tune it while it's warm, and just check the throttle response, just see if it's better. And then once I have a day where I can ride it and kind of fully adjust it and get her good. But yeah, just a $10 kit on Amazon for it. I'll link it in the description of the kit. It's a 5mm, I think, thread pitch. But it's like $10. That comes with a whole, oh, here it is right here. Comes with a bunch of jets, so we shall see what she does. Okay, put everything back together, and it rips. I took it outside. You could see my little... It's eating for sure. The one thing we couldn't get is like the full blip. I had to call James. I can't adjust the needle on this one, like even with the washer. So we're trying to find a needle that'll fit for it. And it is a pain in the butt to tune the idle mixture and everything. But I think we got everything where we need it. There she is. And if I give it a little throttle, but if I blip it, it's still doing it. He said the needle needs to be up just a smidge. basically like right here is where we're needing it. And then set the idle. But just going up to a 120 jet from the 116 or 118, I can't tell what it is. I think it's a 16, but I could be wrong. It could be an 18. Put this one right here, the old one. I also put the new 40 from the box in it instead of that one. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can find a needle thing, and then if we find something cheap, it'll be like we spent like $20 on it versus 74 on a nibby. And then we'll just see what she does. We'll see how it goes. So that's it for now, and hopefully we can get some more stuff for you.